What's going on, you guys? Nintendo Mania here, back with another pickups video. We're going to be going through the stuff I got in December and so far in January. This was supposed to be filmed in December before the end of the year, but because of the Canada Post strike, a lot of this stuff did not show up in time. The last of it actually showed up today after waiting almost a month. So yeah, I'm just going to do it now, and whatever we get to, we get to. And I don't have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD yet. That's coming hopefully tomorrow, so that won't make the cut on this video. But let's get into it. As you guys probably know if you follow the channel, I at the end of the year found my childhood Game Boy Advance collection and traded back for it from someone in my hometown. So that was really cool. And I got a lot of Game Boy Advance stuff here. Most of it was from that trade. Some of it I did buy. Some stuff I bought to complete games that were boxed but not complete. So I'm just going to start putting them out here. We got Super Mario Kart. I did get these protectors, and I also picked up the cardboard inserts for any of the ones that are missing them. So I think that was like 90% of them. But I got these off Amazon, so they look exactly right and they fit great. So I'm happy with that. Picked up some manuals, and that's actually what came today, was some of the manuals for these games. I'll go through them next. But we got Mario Kart Super Circuit. I might have said Super Mario Kart earlier. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and keep in mind these are my actual childhood versions. These are my actual boxes from when I was a kid. And yeah, really exciting. Donkey Kong Country 3. If you want to see more of this, check out the video on my channel. Bomberman, NES Classics. We got Super Mario Bros. 3, which is actually complete. Same with Bomberman, it's complete. Yoshi's Island. Super Mario Advance 3. This one was not in the video that I posted when I got this stuff because the person actually found this later and she let me come and grab it. So yeah, this one doesn't have a manual or anything. I didn't get a chance to pick one up yet for it. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this. It's the only one without a manual though. Stand up there, please. We got Super Mario World. This is getting sketchy. I feel like it's all going to tip. And I have Super Mario Advance, which is Super Mario Brothers 2. So I have the full Super Mario Advance quadrilogy, I guess you could say, plus some other stuff. I'm going to move this maybe all back a bit. That's probably good enough, huh? Why not? Okay, so some manuals I got, then I'll get into the rest of the cartridge games. These are what came in the mail today, finally. So I got the manual for Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm kind of mad that it has a sticker on it, but I should be able to get that off, I'm hoping. Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart Super Circuit. I always call it Super Mario Kart. And Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. This one is a thick boy manual for Superstar Saga. It's like 40 pages, and it's English only. Okay, so next is the games. I'm sorry if the squeak is happening throughout the video. It's the stupid chair I'm sitting on. I got a case with a bunch of games. Now, this case and one of the consoles and some games I did get off eBay with the money I got from selling my Series S. So that all went towards Game Boy Advance collecting because I was on a spree of it the other month. Yeah, we'll just go through the games. Unless I mention them coming from somewhere else, they all came with my childhood stuff. So we have Frogger, Pac-Man Pinball. This one I had to buy on eBay to complete because she ended up selling my original cartridge for Superstar Saga. So I bought this on eBay. Got it for like 25 bucks. That's a pretty good price. DK Jungle Climber, or King of Swing. I used to have Jungle Climber on the DS. Mario Golf Advanced Tour. Donkey Kong Country. Mario Party Advance. Mario Kart Super Circuit. I got it that time. Bomberman. Super Mario Advance. Namco Museum. Just a bunch of random stuff here. Crash. SpongeBob episodes. Those are really cool. The Incredibles. This is actually a good game. Yoshi's Island. Garfield. Just going to kind of go through these super quick. Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3. Super Mario Bros. 3. Final Fantasy 1 and 2. This one I just picked up recently. Metroid Fusion. Awesome to finally have this. I really want to get Zero Mission, but Fusion is perfect right now. And I got Zelda Link to the Past 4 Swords on eBay as well. With Metroid Fusion though, I did pick up the manual, or the guide I guess. The guy sold it with the guide for a really good price. So picked up both of them. I'm kind of close to the camera here with this, but it gives you a general idea. This is a Nintendo Power Guide. So yeah, it has like the map and everything still in it. I'm not going to fold it out, but just super cool. I love Nintendo Power Guides. Always have. I think they're a really neat piece of history. One small problem is it does have a corner ripped out of the back, but that is pretty much the only damage on it. So yeah, forgot to show that. So yeah, there's a rip in it. Now for the consoles. So this one I bought on eBay before I knew I was even getting any of this back. And this was one of the systems I got. I got the Surf Blue Game Boy Advance 001, sorry. This thing's awesome. I love the color and it's in really good shape. But little did I know that I'd be getting this other Game Boy and stuff back. So from the person I sold to, I got back this red one and it came with all the games and stuff. So yeah, now I have 2 Game Boy Advances. The one I basically bought with Xbox Series S money, and then the other one I traded a 2DS XL for that I modded, and she gave me all this stuff back. So that's crazy good. Okay, I might as well throw some manga stuff in here, manga related stuff. I picked up this cool magazine at one of the drugstores around here. They have a big magazine rack still. There's sometimes some cool stuff on it, and I had to pick this one up because it has Luffy and Vegeta on the front and has a Toriyama memorial kind of thing in it. I haven't looked through it all yet, but yeah, this looks really neat. I think I'll definitely have to give this a read or else a more in-depth look through. But yeah, I'm a fan of magazines, so when I see a cool one, gaming or manga themed like that, I usually pick it up. This is a Game Boy mug that I got in the Christmas gift exchange my family did this year. Getting into the manga, I got Dragon Ball Super Volume 22. This one was really cool. It takes place during the events of the movie Superhero. So you see Cell Max right at the end, which I wish they would have went a little further with it, but I guess the next one, which will be in March, will cover more of the climax of the movie. One I picked up just because I was interested in it for a while now is Vinland Saga, and I did start it. It's pretty sweet. I only have read the first chapter, which was like 100 pages or something like that. It was what? Like 77 pages? These are really cool editions. They're only 22 bucks Canadian, and they're like a 3-in-1 hardcover. So I don't think you can go wrong with that. I definitely want to read more of it. It's pretty badass. It's like Vikings and stuff like that. Next, for 15 bucks, I picked up this volume 1 of Akira. And I'm not sure if they're all like this, but this one reads like an English book, which is kind of weird coming from other manga. But yeah, this one reads left to right. So let me know, were they all printed like this in North America? Or can you get a non-flopped version of it? But yeah, in terms of Akira, I have no idea, besides that a nuke went off basically, and I think like 40 years goes by or 30 some years goes by, and then that's when this story takes place. So pretty neat. I really like the idea of it. Got some really neat vinyl figures here that I picked up for a steal at a liquidation store just before Christmas. So these were like 40% off, I think. So I ended up paying 30 bucks for all 4. And that is the large vinyl figures of the Pokemon original starters plus Pikachu. So these are very nice. They're solid vinyl. They're fairly heavy. and they just look really good. Like, I can't complain. The colors pop. They just look awesome. So I do have them on display in the room. These were exclusive to Costco, to my knowledge, and the box was just damaged, so that's why they were selling it at such a discount. Next, getting into Switch, I picked some stuff up off my best friend, so shout out to him if he's watching. I got, oh, I just remembered I forgot a Switch game. I'll have to grab that quick, but I did get Pokemon Sword off of him. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is actually a great game. I'm really wanting to play through this finally for the first time. And the other one, oh god, where is it? Here it is. I'm glad I remembered this one. Dark Souls Remastered on the Switch. That is sick. The fact they got Dark Souls on the Switch portable, that is awesome because I'm a big FromSoft fan. From what I've played of their games, I absolutely love them, except Dark Souls 2. I won't get into that. One more, which was a Wii U game. Actually, two more. I forgot two games. Oh my god. So the first Wii U game is Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, and dang, I knew I forgot something. And I also got Super Mario Maker. So he gave me a really sick deal on that. He was getting rid of some Wii U stuff and just Switch games he didn't play. So yeah, thanks man. I'm really happy with it. But I do have a couple more Switch games. This one came in very recently. I'm super excited to play it. I have it on PS5 and Switch, but I'm really tempted to just play it on Switch so I can bring it to work with me whenever I do get to it, and that is Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. That's a long-ass title. But the art on this series was done by Akira Toriyama, so that's really neat. And I've never played Dragon Quest before. Besides, like, I think I played the demo of the game on the PS5, but at the time I really didn't care for JRPGs, so I was like, eh. I kind of just sloughed it off and was like, whatever, this is boring. But I gotta say, like this last month or so, last 2 months, I've been really into JRPGs and just wanting to try out so many different ones. And yeah, I'll get into more of that in a little bit here after a couple more games. But another series that I never even hardly heard of or paid any attention to until recently was the Ys series. I think it's pronounced Ys, as in IS, even though it says Ys to me. But that is Ys Memoir, The Oath in Felghana. This is a remake of an old PC game. I believe it was Ys 3. See, I still say Ys because that's just what it says. But correct me in the comments. Anyway, this is an old game from, I believe, the old PCs, which was ported to PSP and then to Switch, and it came with this cool collector's edition that came with like a soundtrack and all that stuff. It kind of just shows it on the back here. I did an unboxing for this, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I never posted it. But that's it. That's the standard edition of the game. I don't believe you can buy it or ever will be able to buy it just as the standalone hard copy. Cool thing is it does come with a little guide. So yeah, Falcom is awesome. Definitely check out their history if you haven't. They have a big hand in bringing JRPGs to the West at all. And companies like Monolith Soft and stuff like that have actually directly spawned from people that worked at Falcom. Next, a couple 3DS games. I picked up Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This was like 15 bucks, I think, so not breaking the bank on this one. I like the game. I like it enough that I'm going to have all three versions, which is insane. That is a collector brain thing. Next 3DS game is a sealed copy of Tetris Axis. I think it was like 20 bucks. So picked it up from someone locally. There's this weird sticker on the front. Refunds with receipt only within 45 days of original purchase. So I think it's past that. I don't think I can return this. I want to talk a bit about Final Fantasy. So I've been getting really into it the last couple months. As I said, I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was my first game in the series that I actually enjoyed and beat, like I said before, with what game was it? Dragon Quest. I tried it before, like a year ago or something, and I just wasn't feeling it. For some reason, something clicked, and I just loved Remake. It was so much fun. The story was a bit convoluted, so I was reading, and everyone said, yeah, you should probably play the original first. So that's what I did. I beat Remake, but I went back and got the original on the PS1, and this one actually just came in the other day. So yeah, it's the greatest hits one. I don't care. I got it cheaper than a black label copy by far. So yeah, but man, Final Fantasy VII is really something. I've been playing it on my Switch, the original version with like the 3 times speed and all that. I'm at the ice cave. I forget what the boss is called, but it's the like the Hydra or the double-headed dragon, the ice and fire dragon. That thing's kicking my ass. That's on the Switch. I am starting it again on the PS1 just to see what it's like, and I'm loving it. 3 discs. It is complete. So yeah, I've been talking with my buddy Nishquick Pops like every day about this game, just letting him know and updating him on where I'm at in the game. So yeah, that's been fun. Uh, kind of connecting with him that way over something that he enjoys as well. So shout out to you, man. I'll link your channel in the description, so check out Nishquick. He is a really good friend of mine now. I want to play this after I finish Final Fantasy VII on the PS1 or whatever version I finish first, being Switch or PS1. The original version, anyway. And then I want to play Rebirth. So cool what they did with the stories. If you know, you know. I haven't played this yet, obviously, but the way they handled like fate and stuff in the remake, I think it's super cool. Lots of people don't like it, but yeah, I won't spoil anything if you haven't played either of them. And next is the Pixel Remaster, which is Final Fantasy 1 through 6. And the reason I picked this up, actually, is because I got this on the Game Boy, right? And I was really enjoying playing it. But like every 2 seconds, there's a random encounter. But on this version, all these games have quality of life improvements where you can turn that stuff off, crank up your XP, crank up your gil, and just have a more streamlined time. And now that I'm getting into Final Fantasy, I want to play all these anyways. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick this up. It was on sale. You get a little sticker sheet, which is pretty dope, honestly. And yeah, this game is only 9 gigabytes. That's wild. But yeah, you guys, that wraps up my pickups for December and half of January so far. I guess the next pickups video will kick off with Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Yeah, that's it. I went absolutely nuts this holiday. I spent way too much money, but yeah, I got a big chunk of my childhood back and just some really cool games and different JRPGs to try out throughout the year. Lots of game time, but I'm here for it. I can't wait. Switch 2 was announced today, of course. I'm so excited for it. I was kind of bitter about it this morning because they're like, oh, we're not showing no more till April, but I think I have enough here to last till then, at least, you think? But anyway, you guys, talk to you in the next one. I hope you have a good one. Let me know also what you picked up down below. I forgot to add that. See you guys later. Goodbye.